Hello all, welcome to Let's Code Noobs channel. In today's video, we are going to see about AWS. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services is one of the most prominent cloud computing platform in the world. AWS holds 69% of global computing market. AWS offers 6 times the greater capacity of server when compared to other platforms. AWS is also very famous for its flexible pricing. In other words, most of the companies that offers cloud computing feature will ask us to pay for the particular period of time. Even though we use it or not, we have to pay for that particular amount of time. But in AWS, we have to pay as we use. So AWS becomes an instant hit when it was launched in the market. Before getting started with AWS, we have to know certain things. First thing is, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is the process of accessing the data, managing and processing it from a remote server rather than from a physical or a local server from your PC. AWS is a secure cloud platform service that offers computing power, database storage, content delivery, and other functionalities which helps to scale up your business. AWS offers more than 150 services. It gets updated day to day. So AWS is a powerful cloud computing platform. If you have an account, just sign into the console or just sign up. Note that in payments page while signing up, use a MasterCard or a Visa card so that the process of verification will also be easy. If we use any other cards like RuPay or any other local cards, then AWS verification process will become very late. So let's get started. Once we log in, we will get into a screen like this. First, we will get started with EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. In other words, it is just a simple virtual device. In this tab, we will see the various services that is offered by AWS. Here, your username. Under this, you can see about the billings. Next is Global Infrastructure Service. Global Infrastructure Service is just similar to the local server. I belong to Asia, so I choose Asia Pacific zone, and that under that I am in India, so I am using Mumbai AP South 1. You have to use your local region so that it will be little faster. The EC2 dashboard here shows all the details that we want to know. Running instances, that is, if we have created any instance and that is running in the background, it will be shown here. Elastic IPs. Elastic IP is nothing but a permanent IP address that is assigned to us. This Elastic IP service is also charged exclusively. Then snapshots. Snapshots is nothing but a screenshot of the virtual machine. Volumes. Volumes refers to the amount of storage volumes that we have added apart from the default storage. And key pairs. Key pair is nothing but the security credential that we have created and used in the EC2 instances. First, we will create an instance. We will use Linux. There are a number of general purpose instances that we can create, but we don't want to get charged, so we will use free tier eligible. Go to next configuration. Don't use review on launch, since in future we will change some default settings. Next, add storage. By default, AWS instance will have 8 GB. If we want to add more storage, we can go to add volume and we can specify how much GB we want. Make sure you click this so that we don't forget. Tags is nothing but the name that we want to give to our instance. It is optional, so I am skipping it. Then comes the important part. On launching the instance, we can just see that our instance is running, but we want to test it. So I am adding an add rule that HTTP port 80 in source I want anywhere, so that I don't get blocked or I don't want to see an error page while trying to accessing it. Now review on launch. The most important part comes here. As I said in the earlier part, we are going to use a key pair. I already have a key pair, but I am creating a new key pair. Key pair name, let's code noobs. Download key pair. Now we want to use a putty gen. I have added the link in the description. Go there and download the putty gen. Click load. Let's code noobs. Once it is loaded, click save private key and click yes. Save the file as .ppk. Now your ppk file is generated. You can use it in your instance. to secure it. Now open PuTTY. Copy this public DNS IPv4. Paste it in hostname. In the categories tab, go to SSH, expand it, and go to auth, that is authentication. Click it. Here, use the PPK file that we have generated recently. Here it is. Let's go noobs. Open. You must take care that you have used the same key pair as you have assigned previously when you are launching the instance. If we use a different one, it will show an error. In login tab, write ec2-user. There are certain set of codes that we have to run it every time we launch an instance so that we don't get an error. First, get the root access. Since we have created in a Linux machine, we want to use sudo su. This hash mark represents that we have got the root access in the Linux machine. Then first we want to install the HTTPD service. Now we want to install the HTTPD service so that we can test our instances. I am adding that y at the end of the command so that if there is any prompt for yes or no questions during the installation progress, it will automatically take it as an yes. Once that is complete, we are going to start our service HTTPD. For that, the command we are going to use is service HTTPD start. Now we are going to create a file in the instance and access it using the IPv4 cd/. If we run the command as shown in the window, we don't get a file in the HTML location. Rather, we will get it in VAR location. So that make sure that we don't leave any spaces in between. Now our file is created in the HTML location. VA space. Now if we want to type in the Linux window, first we have to get into the file. We want to use the letter I so that we can type. Notice that earlier there was the file location. Now we get the insert command here. We will type hello world. You may be thinking that why everyone is using hello world when they are typing the first program. Hello world is used to test the competency and speed of the program that is running in. So I am also using hello world. For saving this and quitting, we are going to use the command escape:\wq. That means save and quit. Once we are done with this, we are going to check whether our instance is running properly or not. Copy this IPv4 and paste in the new tab. See, hello world. I hope you got a clear idea about EC2 instance. Now the main important part of not getting charged in AWS is properly closing every window we open. First, we are going to exit this window. Then we are going to terminate this instance. It may take some time. Once it get terminated, you will see the instance state pointing terminated. Go to EC2 dashboard and refresh it. Make sure that there is 0 running instances. Thank you. That's it for today. I hope you got a clear understanding about EC2 instances. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel for further videos regarding AWS. Thank you.